I'm gonna do a quick breakdown for anybody else who might need help, whether you get these parts from me or somebody else who prints them, RedCat, just so you know what's ahead of you when it comes to replacing them, because when I asked, I was just told it's 4 screws, and that's what I thought. But it is a little more to it. I'm sure people who work on RCs, more often than I do. This is my first real RC, so I didn't know what to expect. And like I said in my post, I didn't want to break anything. So, yeah, it's a little more to it than 4 screws. So I'll get right to it. Keep it simple. You're gonna need the 1.5 hex or Allen key, whatever you want to call it, for the upper and lower control arms. After that, you take the pins out from the upper and lower. That will release this spindle here. Once that's out, you will notice that it's bearings. Well, to release this actually all the way, you also have to release this ball socket from the tie rod end. So you pry that loose, and you have the spindle, and it has bearings, one on each side. Those have to be pried out of this hole as well. As you can see here, I put them in my new printed part. This is PLA. Obviously I haven't test drove it yet, but the bearings snapped in nice and tight. One side I had to shave a little bit, the hole, just a little bit with the blade, and it popped right in. Well, not right in, I had to press it in, but it's a nice, it feels secure. So after everything's together, I'll test drive it and see if the PLA holds, and I'll give you guys an update on that. Back to this, you get the bearings in, and I also noticed just now, or a minute ago, that the ball socket is going to have to be transferred over from this spindle to the new one. So after your 4 screws, you got 4 pins, 2 screws under the pins. So that's the hole for the pin, and there's a screw that holds it in. So you got 4 screws, 4 pins, screws under those pins, and the ball sockets and bearings to transfer over, and that should do it. And then putting everything back in reverse order. So I'm going to get it together and abuse it a little bit and let you guys know if it can handle it. If so, I'll have some available.